Okay, hi guys. So we will continue on chapter 4. Okay, example of analysis. Okay, so here we will learn about Porter 5 forces analysis. So 5 forces analysis that assume there are 5 important forces that determine the competitive power in a business situation. So what are 5 important forces? So basically this one market or company use to study about their surrounding market area. Maksudnya dia orang nak belajar pasal dia orang punya market area ataupun market yang ada dalam dia orang punya industri. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we have like 5 item with 5 Porter forces analysis. Okay, the first one is a threat of new entry. Okay, and then buyer power, competitive rivalry, threat of substitute, and then supplier power. Okay, so if you can see here, okay, for threat of new entrants, so basically it's same as we are basically seeing a time and cost of entry. If kalau kita cakap macam kalau masuk tu dia lower entry fees, maksudnya kalau nak masuk industri tu rendah bayaran yang diperlukan, so maksudnya mudah lah. Dan specialist knowledge, dan specialist knowledge ni ada tak specialist people in the industry? Contoh macam TNB, dia are monopolized, so kita kata memang dia specially on electricity, so memang threat of new entrance dia rendah lah. Okay, and then economic of scale, maksudnya value of scale yang dia pegang. So sama juga macam saya cerita tadi TNB lah. Okay, macam kita boleh cakap kalau dia yang the main one in the industry for electricity, so memang takkan ada lah, maksudnya economic of scale dia kita kata higher, so threat of new entrance dia akan jadi rendah. Dan cost advantage, so macam bagi contoh yang sama juga lah. Okay, kalau TNB tu kita akan cakap okay, dia can basically put a price, so bila dia boleh put a price, so dia ada cost advantage lah. Okay, so threat of new entrance dia rendah. Okay, other things you can read by your own. And then we'll see the second one, competitive rivalry here. Okay, so competitive rivalry tu we look at number of competitor, berapa banyak competitor yang ada, and then quality different between competitors. So between competitor A, competitor B, competitor C, is it the quality is very different or not? And then other differences, switching costs, and customer loyalty. And then the third one is kalau kita kata the numbers of competitor is higher, of course competitive rivalry is highest. Okay, so maksudnya kalau highest tu kalau kita nak enter into the market, okay, maksudnya susah kita nak buat duit. Okay, and then buyer power. Okay, buyer power we look at number of customer, okay, size of each order, different between competitor, price sensitivities, ability to substitute, cost of changing. Okay, kalau dalam travel agency normally memang buyer power is high. Kenapa buyer power is high? Okay, because kalau kita boleh tengok kalau buyer power ni they have buying power because they are more price sensitive. So macam kalau kita nak search for travel package, mesti kita akan type harga package murah ataupun harga kapal terbang murah, so that kind of thing. So buyer kat sini dia ada more power than travel agency. Okay, threat of substitute. Okay, kalau kita tengok competitive rivalry is high, of course threat of substitute is high. Sebab apa? Threat of substitute ni kalau kita tak pergi travel agency A, kita boleh pergi travel agency B. Jadi kita boleh pilih produk kat travel agency B. So it's quite the same. Okay, and then supplier power. Okay, we look at number of supplier. We look at size of supplier, uniqueness of services, your abilities to substitute, and cost of changing. Okay, in the industry ataupun travel industry ni, kalau supplier power is very high lah. Okay, kalau macam monopolized company is lower lah. Tapi kalau supplier power in the travel agency is very high. Kenapa kita cakap is very high? Because we have like a lot of number of supplier, yes, true. But the supplier itself that sebenarnya supplier yang tentukan the price of the product, bukan kita. So that's why kita kata supplier power dalam travel industry is very high. Okay, so let's take a look an example. Okay, for five Porter analysis. Okay, dekat percetakan Alpha Gemilang. Okay, kalau tengok kat sini kan, okay, threat of new entrance dia. Okay, kalau printing industry is very easy to enter and out. Okay, sebab kita tak ada requirement khusus kat situ. Okay, so that's why kita kata memang senang lah. Okay, nak in and out from the printing industry. And then bargaining power of buyer. Okay, as the entrance is high, so buyer lagi ada power lah. Bila kita boleh printing, boleh pilih kedai A dan kedai B. Dan buyer power ni kita boleh tengok daripada price sensitivity. kita akan search juga harga printing yang murah lah kat sini. So kalau dekat printing percetakan Alpha Gemini ni, yes, bargaining power of buyer is very high. Rivalry among existing firm. So bila threat of new entrance ni a lot, so of course rivalry pun dalam industri pun banyak. Kalau kita tengok printing shop around Maluri pun dah banyak kan. So that's why kita kata rivalry among existing firm, yes, is very high lah. Okay, threat of substitute product. So bila rivalry banyak, competitor banyak, of course threat of substitute product is a lot. Maksudnya they can go from printing shop 1 to printing shop 2 to basically search for their services. And then bargaining power of supplier. Okay, here supplier have lesser power. Okay, because kat sini supplier need to compete with another supplier to get a customer. Okay, so here's the advantage for the company to get a cheaper price of supply needed. So maksudnya kalau macam printing shop ni, dia punya supplier tak boleh tentukan harga macam travel agency lah. Sebab supplier dia, dia nak cari customer juga untuk sell barang dia orang. So dia orang kena jual dengan harga yang murah. So kat sini kita kata this is advantage for shop that one, maksudnya printing shop. So they can basically macam mana kita kata tentukan harga barang tu dengan baik lah. Okay, so the next one, okay, the 7 item in the business plan is strategic plan. Okay, kalau kita tengok strategic plan kat sini, okay, strategic plan ni adalah organization process of defining its strategy or direction and making decision on allocating its resources to pursue strategy. Okay, some strategic plan is product matrix strategy. Okay, product matrix strategy ni kita nak tentukan produk apa yang masih perlu ataupun we need to put in the market, and then we need to basically remove from the market. And then you need environmental forces. Okay, environmental forces dengan 5 forces tadi dia lebih kurang. And then the third one is growth direction. Okay, so let's see one by one. Okay, product market strategy. So on product market strategy, so agency need to identify which product and service they want to sell and to whom they want to sell. Macam saya cakap tadi lah, so dia kena pilih produk yang dia nak jual dan kepada siapa dia nak jual. Okay, tak semua produk dia boleh letak dalam dia punya organisasi atau company. Kenapa tak boleh? Sebab it will be cost the company. Okay, and then easy for agency to determine the marketing strategy, personnel, which is staff and facility. So when we basically know what kind of product we want to sell, to whom we want to sell, so company can put a strategy how they can basically market the product. Okay, and then how basically the staff can communicate with a customer, and then what kind of facilities must be available in the agency itself. So that's why kita product market strategy is very important. Okay, the next slide is environmental forces. So this one, agency study about industrial situation in order to understand the market that they want to enter. So macam tadi lah, kita dah tengok 5 Porter forces analysis. So normally agency will use that kind of thing. Dia nak tengok market tu adakah sesuai untuk dia masuk atau tidak. So maksudnya dia akan prepare, okay, macam printing tadi kan, okay, industrial printing. Okay, dia entrance to barriers to entry is high, competitor is high, buyer power is high, and then we have like competitive rivalry is high, tapi dia ada supplier. So dekat sini kalau kita pandai buat marketing strategy, which is kita boleh bermain dengan harga, so that's why kita boleh dapat customer. So kalau kita nak, it's quite high risk, tapi it can be high return for certain agency ataupun for certain company that want to enter into printing industry lah. But different situation dengan travel agency lah. Kalau travel agency ni kita kata kita ada banyak rivalry, tak boleh tentukan harga. So what is the best is, that's why some of the company, their strategy is to basically using the quality of the staff, the quality of product, the quality of services that been provided to the customer itself. That's why kita tengok benda tu lah kalau travel agency ya. Okay, so any 5 Porter analysis untuk travel agency lah. Tadi kita dah cakap kan. Okay, threat of new entrance. Kalau dekat travel industry ni memang easy to enter lah, sebab capital needed is started from 50k to 200k only. Maksudnya nak masuk tu capital dia sangat rendah, modal dia sangat rendah. Dan bargaining power of buyer, kat sini memang buyer have more power than travel agency lah, sebab kalau kita tengok agency pun ada price war. Semua nak advertise dia punya price kan, nak tengok yang paling lower. So memang power of buyer is very high in travel industry lah, Sebab apa? Rivalry among existing firm. Because we have a lot of travel agency. So rivalry dengan new travel agency of course is high. So that's why kita kata power of buyer is higher. Okay, threat of selected product because the competitor is high there. So kita boleh tengok lah. So kat sini kita kata substitute of product is higher also at the same time. Then bargaining power of supplier. A lot of supplier can supply tourism element, but still nowadays most of supplier also selling direct item to the customer. So the power of supplier is high for determining the prices and commission for travel agency. So kat sini supplier yang tentukan harga commission kepada travel agency. So not travel agency that tentukan commission to their self. So kita kata kat sini overall kalau masuk travel industry ni is very high lah, maksudnya high risk. So tapi kalau with correct strategy, you can basically succeed in a travel industry lah. Okay, so the last one, the last analysis kita kata adalah dalam strategic plan adalah growth direction. So growth direction kat sini dia ada 3 kalau tengok Yang pertama, okay, can divide into 3. First is market expansion, second is product expansion, third is vertical integration. Okay, so let's start back. Okay, kita tengok 3 tadi, growth direction. Okay, growth direction types lah kita kata. Okay, so sekarang ni kita akan go one by one. Okay, the first one, okay, sekejap ya. Sorry. Okay. Okay, kalau kat sini, kalau kita boleh tengok, okay, dalam buku korang, okay, dalam muka surat okay, 37. Okay, kalau boleh tengok dalam page 37. Okay, growth direction is normally to determine the future growth direction and the resource for both short term and long term planning. So maksudnya kita nak tengok growth tu lah. Sama ni kita nak tengok dalam bentuk jangka masa pendek atau jangka masa panjang. Okay, the first one, okay, adalah kita nak tengok market expansion. So market expansion ni adalah we are selling product, we are selling existing product lah, and then tapi we expand to another market. Okay, for example, macam we can see like okay, yang ikan bilis kering kan. Okay, so normally that anchovies, the product of anchovies, which is ikan bilis tadi tu, mostly eaten by Malaysian people lah. So ikan bilis yang kering tu, tapi we can sell to like country like Abu Dhabi, country that needs that kind of food. Maksudnya yang senang untuk diorang bawa pergi mana-mana lah. So kita daripada produk tu Malaysian product, so we expand the market, selling to China, for example, to Japan, to Arab Saudi. Tu example of market expansion lah. Okay, so the question that you need to ask, okay, when you see page 37, you can see that, okay, what market am I currently reaching? Maksudnya apa market yang sekarang kita duduk ni? Contoh kalau kita jual lemang, so it's in Malaysia. Ataupun paling kita paling senang contoh durian lah. Okay, durian nowadays is only reach Thailand and Malaysia. So sekarang ni which potential market are easiest to reach? That's why kalau kita tengok sekarang diorang buat durian frozen kan, then they are selling to China sebab China people love eating durian. So that's why market expansion tu contohnya we are selling existing product but to a different market. Okay, so the second one is product expansion. Okay, in product expansion here we are adding a new product that compatible with the agency existing product line lah. Okay, for example, in travel agency, as we can see, we are not only selling a travel package that have flight ticket, maksudnya bukan setakat menggunakan jalan udara, tapi we are selling travel package that include star cruise, maksudnya that kind of product. For example, like Andalusia, they already have like a star cruise package, maksudnya Muslim travel package star cruise. Okay, and then the last one is vertical integration. Okay, for vertical integration, okay, this one, okay, maksudnya growth direction dia is not related to market expansion and product expansion. Okay, they are basically involved beyond retailing activities like wholesaling. Daripada retailer they go to wholesaler, and they are designing back their package, their product, and then how they are operating their tours and how they do incentive travel. Okay, example in the book as we can see is AirAsia. Okay, AirAsia known as airline provider, but nowadays AirAsia provide airline ticket with hotel reservation at the same time. Maksudnya kat sini they are growing, they are doing a vertical integration but in the different line. And then Asia pun dia dah ada Tune kan, Tune Talk. They already have like telecommunication numbers. Maksudnya dia buat product expansion tapi bukan in product expansion that have in the same line, different line, maksudnya different industry. Okay, and then nowadays they have travel insurance, Asia insurance, but not only for travel but including for apa ni, kemalangan untuk diri, orang nak buat benda tu. So vertical integration kita boleh cakap the direction is go not for market and product but in different ways. Okay, so next, the 8th point in the business plan is sales focus. Okay, kalau kita tengok kat sini, okay, estimated sales focus for each month is needed. Of course kita kena estimate sales focus, maksudnya tiap bulan kita kena buat banyak sales yang kita boleh capai. It's supposed to be monthly projection. It's true because we are closing our account end of each month. And then realistic is a must key when do sales focus. Yes, we must be realistic. Tak boleh kita akan untung banyak, kita guna cost yang rendah. No, normally bila orang buat account, diorang akan kata diorang akan guna expenses yang banyak but they only get a small revenue. Why? Because when they reach that kita kata the projection, the forecast, so it's good for the company. But when the company does not reach the target, so it's quite bad lah for the company. Okay, sales focus is very important for bank investor to look at a projection sales. Kalau kita nak, for example, kalau kita nak pinjaman ke kan, nak dapatkan loan from bank, so bank akan tengok kita punya sales projection, is it good or not. Kalau good, boleh bagi pinjam sebab dia tahu dia boleh dapat return in a short time. So sama macam investor lah, so they will look at our sales forecast lah to basically know when they will receive their money back lah, bila our company can return back ataupun return back the loan. Okay, so next one, number 9, okay, is the license and certification. Okay, if you want to do a company, of course you need to register the company first. Okay, macam kalau kita buat online business pun kita kena register dekat SSM. So at the same time we must get license from Motor lah. Okay, kita punya ni lah. Okay, Motor. Okay, so then the last one, okay, the last point in your business plan is conference appointment. So when you want to do a business plan, you must obtain appointment from association representing international and domestic airline. This is additional lah, kita kata kalau you have flight certificate, so it's good for your company lah. Okay, when you have conference appointment, so baru kita boleh buat ticketing lah and then collect commission from the carrier. This one nanti kita akan belajar khusus dalam IATA. Kita akan cakap bila kita cakap apa ni, when you have conference appointment, when you are a point of selling ticket, so you can basically collect a commission from the carrier that you are selling the ticket itself. Okay, so the second subtopic in the first subtopic dalam subtopic 1 ni source of funding lah. In a source of funding, okay, normally we do like realistic projection 1 to 5 years lah, tapi normally memang 5 years lah paling minimum kita buat. Okay, because bila 5 years tu it will give owner or vendor any idea of possible revenue, cost and profit margin. So kat sini kita tentukan berapa banyak capital yang kita perlukan, berapa banyak lagi capital yang kita perlu cari, and then berapa banyak revenue yang kita akan dapat for the first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year. So bila kita akan dapat return of capital back and etc. That's why kita kata normally memang 5 years lah, jarang orang buat 1 year. Okay, so 5 years. Okay, the second one, this is a guideline for developing financial projection. Okay, the first one macam kita cakap tadi, figure must be realistic. Okay, kita kena ada realistic figure, which is kita letak kita punya cost tinggi tapi revenue rendah. So kita kena fikir the cost might be changing from year to years. Kan, sudden ada GST and then June takkan ada GST, so kita kata it might change. Okay, and then all cost and revenue estimated should be used. So bila kita letak all cost, so kita kena guna semua. Okay, cost yang kita letak tu lah. And then monthly and seasonal fluctuation must be shown. Ni macam saya cakap tadi lah, start bulan Jun takkan ada GST, so kita kena tengok lah kalau seasonal fluctuation berlaku ke, kalau cost barang tu tinggi lah kita kena letak lah, kita tak boleh lah cakap cost, kita ambil average cost, tak boleh kita kena ambil the real cost. Okay, figure must be double check. When we are doing accounting ataupun matematik, so kita tengok figure tu, kadang-kadang macam kita tekan calculator kan, bisa tinggal 1 kosong and what not. So kita kena double check balik, okay, kita punya account. Then need to review for others, maksudnya when you are doing your account ataupun you are doing your financial projection, you must get review from others lah. So the others can give feedback and sometimes kita boleh betulkan apa yang salah lah. Okay, dalam kita punya financial projection. Okay, this is how we want to impress the investor and banker lah. Kalau kita nak impress diorang, kita kena ada well planned financial projection. And what kind of component that we need to put in the financial projection to impress the investor and banker? Okay, first, amount of invested required. So, berapa banyak capital yang kita perlukan daripada pihak luar. Okay, and then second, timing of investment capital. So, berapa banyak kita kata kat sini. Okay, kau tengok sini, timing of investment capital. So, berapa banyak kita akan dapat balik duit tu, bila kita akan dapat duit yang kita nak invest tu. Okay, maksudnya adakah tahun pertama, tahun kedua, tahun ketiga, berapa persen daripada duit yang kita invest tu kita akan dapat balik. And then the third one, we must put a cash flow projection. Duit masuk, duit keluar, okay, kita kena tunjuk lah, barulah dia akan tengok, oh, ke mana duit capital tu diguna, ke arah apa, and then apa, what kind of revenue at the end yang dia akan dapat. And then dia nak tengok juga seasonal fluctuation and possible need for seasonal input of capital. Okay, for example, like Hari Raya, when you want to sell like kuih raya during Hari Raya, the cost, dia kata cost of raw material they are much more higher rather than other month lah. Maksudnya lagi harga dia akan lebih, kita kata apa, mahal berbanding dengan bulan-bulan yang lain. Contohnya bila Ramadan dengan Syawal tu barangan kuih raya tu dia akan mahal sikit, contoh tepung, telur, chocolate chip and so on. Tapi mungkin after Syawal, the need ataupun kita kata the cost of raw material for doing kuih raya might be kita kata going down, maksudnya akan turun lah. So kita kata yang tu pun kita kena letak in detail. And then budgeting requirement for each month, for each projection, for each project that we want to do pun we need to put in our financial projection lah in detail. Okay, so okay, this is the second subtopic. Okay, dalam business plan pun kita dah sebut dah sebenarnya. Okay, kita dah sebut dah benda ni. Okay, it's on number 2. Okay, which is item number 2, ownership. So kita akan sebut balik, okay, dalam ni lah. Okay, study various type of organisation. Dia sama macam ownership lah sebenarnya. Okay, so let's see. Okay, this one kita ada types of organisation lah. Okay, the first one is sole proprietorship ataupun dalam bahasa Melayunya pemilikan tunggal. This one is basically the oldest and widest used around the world. So ini adalah yang paling tua sekali yang digunakan lah. It's easy to start and easy to dissolve sebab it's only owned by one person. Maksudnya macam kita dengar tadi, sebenarnya pemilikan tunggal of course owned by one person. He or she will liable for the liable of debt of business. Maksudnya kalau lah business tu bankrupt, so dia yang bertanggungjawab ke atas business tersebut lah. So dia kena bayar balik lah. Okay, so kita akan tengok pro and con ataupun advantages and disadvantages of sole proprietorship. Okay, the pro is ataupun advantages, owner have complete control in the company. Okay, because we are the only kita kata owner in the company, of course we can make any kind of decision. Okay, the second advantage, sales of transfer is under owner judgment. So if we want to do any kind of transaction, so the judgment, the decision is made by the owner itself. Okay, owner itself. So we don't get judgment from others because we are the only one. Maksudnya the only owner in the organization. So for sole proprietorship, the advantages is no corporate tax needed to be paid. Kita hanya perlu bayar, kita kata macam personal income lah. Maksudnya personal income dekat LHDN. Tak perlu bayar corporate tax. Kita bayar personal income tax lah. Okay, and then few formal requirement. Because we are the only owner in the organization, So we don't have formalities. So dia kata the types of this type of organisation is more quite and easy. Dia selalu macam kedai runcit lah. Dia owner, dia lah pekerja. So that's why tak ada lah formal requirement. Dia tak nak buka kerja, dia tak payah isi orang. Sebab apa? Dia yang boss. So dia inform diri dia saja, dia tak nak kerja. Okay, con ataupun dia punya disadvantage, owner liable for business debt. If anything happen to the business, so of course owner need to pay every kind of debt that available. Sometimes dia akan guna duit sendirilah. Okay, the second one is risky for owner as he the only one will responsibility towards any decision. So proprietorship disadvantage when you cannot make any decision, so it's quite risky lah for the company. Because kita kata anything happen in the company, owner will take responsibilities. Okay, sama dengan third one lah, all responsibilities and decision is under owner hand. Okay, and then investor normally want invest in sole proprietorship. Jarang sangat investor nak invest dalam sole proprietorship, sebab kalau sole proprietorship ni normally dia small shop, so dia punya return akan jadi small jugalah. Dia bukannya high return, so dia kita kata lower return. So jarang investor nak invest. Okay, the second one is partnership. Okay, partnership is normally partnership is normally relationship ataupun company that have two or more person of owner that run the business together. Okay, they contribute money, labor, skill, and share the profit and losses. Okay, we have two types of partnership. First one is general partnership. Second one is limited partnership. So I will explain to you one by one regarding general and limited partnership. So as you can see here, okay, general partnership is maksudnya they are draw the agreement. Maksudnya each of the participant or the partner in the company must willing to give money, labor, skill, and they share the profit and loss together. But for limited partnership, okay, they are not basically working in the organization. They only want to have the profit from the company. Maksudnya dia hanya bagi duit, dia tak bagi tenaga, tapi dia nak share profit, tapi kalau boleh loss tu dia tak nak share. Itu adalah limited partnership. Okay, that's the difference between general partnership and limited partnership. Okay, maksudnya daripada segi contribution, daripada segi sharing, they are different. Okay, so this is advantages and disadvantages of partnership. Okay, the advantages is partnership is still types of company that low cost to organize. Okay, tengok sini memang mudah lagi lah nak organize, dan cost yang diperlukan pun agak rendah. And then record keeping is quite easy lah, dia tak ada lah seteruk macam cooperation. Okay, owner can deduct losses from personal income. This one kita kata the advantages is bila kita kena buat dua tax kan, so kita boleh deduct loss from personal income lah. Owner must file just one tax return. So owner tu dia hanya perlu file satu je dekat LHDN, sama ada personal income ataupun corporate, bukan corporate, kata business income. So salah satu pun dah cukup. Okay, the disadvantages, okay, owner personally liable for all debts and judgment against the business. So dia sama macam sole proprietorship lah, di mana owner tu yang bertanggungjawab terhadap hutang-hutang lah. And then second, all profit are taxed personally to the owner. So kalau partnership ni dia sama macam sole proprietorship jugalah, maksudnya dia tax dalam personal income. And then difficult to attract additional investors. Sebab apa, kita dah ada partnership kan. So kalau nak enter tu, sometimes investor afraid sebab dia orang tak boleh bagi decision sebab dia orang baru. So that's why kita kata this type of organisation, this type of company sama macam sole proprietorship, dia difficult untuk attract ataupun kita kata nak ada investor baru. Okay, each partner can bind the other and cause problem to others. Yes, maksudnya partnership ni dia binding between one partner to second partner. So kenapa kita cakap macam tu? If anything happen, contohlah it's a real story So macam kita bercakap, okay, previously like my uncle, dia ada company. So dia punya partner guna nama dia untuk beli kereta. So anything happen, maksudnya kereta tu tak dibayar tapi atas nama company, so yang kena bayar tu is my uncle lah, okay. And then but partnership is different because they don't get a full tax benefit. Okay, so let's see the third one. Okay, the third types of organization is corporation. Okay, corporation ni a formal business structure lah. It's very difficult to form because it's operate under the law of state, and then they separate legal entity from its stockholder. Maksudnya separate legal entity ni dia tak satukan. Personal is personal, shareholder is shareholder, stockholder is stockholder. Maksudnya dia berbeza lah. Dia tak macam partnership dengan sole proprietorship tadi. Okay, advantages and disadvantages of corporation. The first one is the advantages is limited liability lah. Okay, maksudnya liability terhadap kita kata share partner dalam corporation tu is different from one time to kita kata limited lah. Dia tak burden dengan liability, dengan hutang tu lah. Okay, and then the second one is perpetual existence. So kenapa kita kata perpetual existence kat sini? Okay, sebab kalau kita dah buat corporation, kita nak dissolve, it's very, kita kata it's not easy, it's not an easy task. So that's why kita kata dia akan berada lama lah. Maksudnya dia akan berada lama dalam market lah. And then separate legal entity, maksudnya they separatekan between personal and business. And then sometimes advantages dia additional capital required. So bila additional capital required, maksudnya dia boleh dapat, kita kata, investor. And then they have more tax option. Maksudnya siapa yang kerja dalam corporation ni, dia bagi modal dan dia pun workers on the corporation itself. Dia boleh pilih sama dia nak bayar personal income atau tax income lah. Tapi diorang kadang-kadang corporation kena bayar asing, personal income kena bayar asing lah sebab diorang terima gaji kan. Okay, then the disadvantages, expenses are higher of course. Bila corporation company besar, kita kata dia punya expenses lagi tinggi. Second, they need to operate under law of state. So bila dia operate under law of state ni, banyaklah dia punya rules and regulation. Then we are required to fill 2 tax return. So this is the problem lah, 2 kali tax. And then we need to have additional paperwork. Kenapa kita cakap kita kena ada additional paperwork? Sebab kita kena cari investor. And then banyak lah sebab corporation ni, sebab dia punya stakeholder bukan setakat shareholder tapi stakeholder and shareholder. And then strictly under state requirement. So apa-apa pun kita kena ikut law lah. Okay, under state requirement. Okay, so this one kita akan move to government rules for getting approval. Okay, the third subtopic. Okay, so the first one, kalau boleh tengok, guideline on application for travel agency by Ministry of Tourism. So you guys can basically turn into page 42 and you guys can read by your own what kind of, kita kata, guideline for new travel agency to apply. Boleh? Okay, so saya tak nak terang panjang-panjang. Okay, the second one, if qualified or approved, Ministry will granted 2 months to enable the preparation of operating premises, including, okay, kat sini maksudnya bila kita dah approve, so Ministry akan bagi 2 bulan lah. Okay, 2 bulan, kita kata tempoh lah percubaan. First, kita kena cari office rental agreement. Second, kena cari floor plan. So, kita kena lukis floor plan lah. The third one, kita kena photograph of premises, and then certificate of membership kalau ada lah, maksudnya optional lah this one. Okay, so ni adalah rental agreement. Kita cakap bukti lah berapa lama and so on. Baru kita boleh hantar dekat Ministry of Tourism. Ini adalah kita kata floor plan. Kita nak service ataupun jumpa customer service kat mana, and then kita nak toilet dekat mana, and then kita kata room for discussion tu dekat mana. So ni kena ada lah. Okay, and then kena ada gambar travel agency lah, depan, dalam dan sebagainya. Okay, so the next one is information on setting up travel agency. For this one, okay, you guys can turn into page 43. Okay, this one I will explain a bit. Okay, tak banyak pun. Okay, the name of company must, the first one, kalau tengok kat sini the name of the company must be significant with the tour operating of travel agency. Macam kita belajar dalam business, nama tu kena signifikan dengan produk dan servis yang kita jual lah. Kalau kedai makan, kita kena menjurus kepada kedai makan, tak boleh cakap kedai makan laundry Sdn Bhd. So it doesn't make sense. Okay, types of business license, kita ada 3 jenis sebenarnya. Tour operating business, inbound, outbound, dengan ticketing. So mana yang kita nak? Okay, the third one, kita kena provide working paper, business plan lah, yang earlier tadi kita dah discuss, so tak payah discuss balik. Yang ni saya nak explain sikit, total paid up capital. For Malaysian, so 100% lah, tak ada masalah. Okay, kalau tengok dalam buku tu Malaysian, saya tak letak berapa, so maksudnya 100% lah. Okay, kalau ada foreign equity, so kita nak ada investor daripada luar. Okay, maximum 30% for non-Asian country, 30% je dia boleh pegangan saham dalam travel agency lah. Okay, manakala Asian countries is up to 49%. Dia tak nak pegangan orang Malaysia ni lagi rendah. Okay, so however, foreign company, not individual, are allowed to hold 100% equity for inbound license only. Sebenarnya kalau negara luar, kan travel agency dia nak buka travel agency kat Malaysia, diorang boleh je buka travel agency dengan 100% equity, maksudnya saham 100% daripada negara luar. Tapi syarat dia boleh buat inbound tourism saja, maksudnya orang luar masuk ke dalam. Okay, itu saja. Then a company with shareholder and members of the board holding foreign equity are not eligible for outbound tourism. Maksudnya kat sini dia cakap kalau company tu memang ada pegangan saham daripada members ataupun foreign equity, so diorang tak boleh buat outbound, diorang boleh buat ticketing dan inbound saja, 2 saja. Okay, paid up capital requirement number 5. Okay, kalau kita tengok kat sini, paling rendah 50k kalau untuk inbound. Kalau kita nak buat inbound dengan ticketing, kalau kita nak buat ticketing saja dia 100k. Okay, maksudnya 100k lah kita perlukan modal. Okay, tapi kalau kita nak combine inbound dengan ticketing tadi, dia 150k. Kalau kita nak combine semua yang ada, tiga-tiga dia 200k. Okay, so maksudnya kat sini, tapi for foreign company, equity, memang dia kena bayar up to 250k. Maksudnya lebih daripada, kita kata Malaysian company, ataupun Malaysian travel agency. Okay guys, so that's all for this week. Okay, so okay, for this week tasks, okay, untuk attendance for this week, so you guys kena bagi tahu saya which type of organisation, okay, is suitable for Malaysia travel agency. So kalau lah, okay, contohlah, if you want to open travel agency in Malaysia, which type of organisation is suitable for the Malaysian market. So maksudnya kalau kita nak buka travel agency, apa jenis kita kata company, okay, yang sesuai untuk market Malaysia ni. Okay, and then explain why. Okay, give reason, at least 3 reason, okay, before you submit to Google Classroom. Okay guys, thank you.